Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Houston Astros. The Rays are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Josh James will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Settling in now, Brian O'Grady. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Brian O'Grady.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. The 3-2 one more time. Ground ball right into the shift. Scooped up, and that's out number 1. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Standing in now, Brandon Lau. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball just inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
G-Man Choi the next to hit.
The designated hitter.
As he'll take a look at ball one. One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. As the Rays move in front now, 2-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Batting fourth.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Yes, he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now here it comes. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base.
Wendell.
Runner at first following the error, and set to go as the third baseman, Joey Wendell. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Margot, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. One there. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Charlie Morton is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, Charlie Morton has really made a name for himself. Big arm and a big fastball. Good sinking fastball, too. 95 to 98 miles an hour. Big overhand curveball. He's very valuable, too. He's had a lot of success pitching out of the bullpen, and also one of the top starting pitchers in the league right now.
At the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Down the first baseline. Reined in. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Into the box, Miles Straw. A ball and no strikes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. 2-1 after the foul ball there. To 2-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
He'll enter play here up near the 340 mark. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Willie Adames.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Back goes Springer at the track. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Hunter Renfroe. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-0 on the way. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
3-0 to him now. Now here's the pitch. A strike, and it's 3-1. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back to back to back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Rays have opened this up to 5-0. Here now is Mike Zunino. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Sent out to straightaway center field. On the move is Springer. He's there and records the first out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Stepping in now, Brian O'Grady. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Rogelio Armenteros enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Rogelio Armenteros.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike 1. Armenteros A 6'1" right-hander. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. A 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Now to the plate, Ji-Man Choi. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Has a look, now the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First and second now, 1 man out.
That's ball
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. A tag, and he is out at second base. And a costly decision there, as it's a double play turn to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rays lead it 5-0. Bottom of the inning now, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. This one's down to third. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's gone 2 for 5. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Morton has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. One out, nobody on. Lined hard toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A man at third with 1 away. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here's the first pitch to him. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Rays are out in front, 5-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. So here's the cleanup hitter, Manuel Margot, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Up high, 2-1 now. To short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Reddick looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
To the plate now, Willie Adames. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Nope.
1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close. Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. He's set. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. The 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And the 3-1. Ground ball left side. Diaz scoops it up to second for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
First offering on its way.
Nope. That's inside.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 2-0.
Ball 2.
A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings as you see where the Rays stand in the American League East. Digging in, Garrett Stubbs, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Wendell in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Back to the top of the order now, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Nate Lowe.
That last AB when he hit the home run, that was a decent changeup. It was down in the zone, but one of the problems when you have a good changeup like this pitcher does, hitters go up there and they kind of look for that changeup. So he's going to have to locate it a little bit better in this upcoming at bat.
1 ball, no strikes the count. A 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
3-2 now. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting, catcher, Mike.
Stepping in, Mike Zunino. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. It's up and out of here into the archways. So a 2-run shot to left center, home run number 5 on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. So now to the plate, Brian O'Grady. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
In for strike 2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
In now, Brendan Lau. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel picks it up. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Now back.
Ready once again, Ji-Man Choi. He was a double play victim last time around. From the stretch. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
That's the ball.
Ball two.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Jose Urquidy gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Manuel Margot.
Number 13.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home.
That's a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Joey Wendell.
Joey Wendell digs in now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Ball one.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Nope.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit out towards second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rays 10 and the Astros 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miles Straw. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, number 3.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
The batter,
Dan, that
number
can't bother you
44.
too much as a pitcher.
Designated
Guy
hitter,
swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. One run, 2 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Ready on 0-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he just got to find that field because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 1-2 is a called third strike down in the zone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
George Springer the next to hit as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch, and he fouls this one off. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1 left for Houston. They're down 9. It's 10-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and up next will be Willy Adames. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Adames tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. Nate Lowe, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Fouled off. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Springer looking up. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. Into the box now, Nate Lowe. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. And this is high, a ball and a strike. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Mike Zunino. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
The 3-1 pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo homer here for Mike Zunino. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Standing in now, Brian O'Grady. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 12-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Astros.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike three.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So here's Josh Reddick. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Kyle Tucker. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings. 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Into the box, Brandon Lau. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Number 8.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Tucker. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Framber Valdez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ji-Man Choi will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
3-2.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Stepping into the box, Manuel Margot hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Even 1-1 count to Margot. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. There's 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Now batting, Joey Wendell. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runners on first with 1 down. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Softly hit toward the hole. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Willie Adames, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched. Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach held him with 2 outs.
Hunter Renfroe is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Looking to minimize the damage here. And that's too high, ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
3-0 to him now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Coming to the plate now, Nate Lowe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
2 out, bases loaded. Hit in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Rays are in front 13-1. In now, Garrett Stubbs. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, at the ball.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous two. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Renfroe is there. 2 down.
Now batter.
At the plate, Miles Straw. It was a single for him in his last at bat. First pitch on its way. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Good cut fastball in there. 1-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Digging in, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard to short. Adames picks it up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1, and as you can see, they are way behind. So here's Mike Zunino. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Bounce towards the second baseman. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Brian O'Grady. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone into the upper deck. A solo shot down the line in right. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead got even wider.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
So now to the plate, Brandon Lau.
Number 8.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
1-1.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Ball 3.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
I got 3-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Ji-Man Choi. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Two and
No
0.
strike.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rays are out in front, 14-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's going to get to 2nd now with nobody out.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
To the plate now, George Springer. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Slow roller down the 3rd baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. No one out with a runner at 2nd. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Josh Reddick. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Ball one.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Whoa, that's down.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
This is line to left. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Manuel Margot.
Number 13, Manuel Margot.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get me over curveballs, no get me over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Springer giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Willie Adames. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Hunter Renfroe.
Chris Davinsky comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
At the plate, Hunter Renfroe.
That's the ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0 delivery. And he misses again, 2-0. Davinsky, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 25th round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 2-0 on the way is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The first baseman, number 35.
Now at the plate, Nate Lowe. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 1-0 delivery. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. They will hold the other runner at third, but it's a 2-run double.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In now, Mike Zunino, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball. 1-0.
Popped up. Gurriel camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian O'Grady.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Second and third, 2 away. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Count this ball 3-2.
And this is fouled at the plate. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rays lead it 16-1. Colin Poche is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 38, Colin Poche.
Digging in, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
The left fielder, Kyle.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, Matty V, this guy had it going in this one. You look down at the bottom of that scroll. 10 strikeouts. He had that swing and miss stuff from the beginning all the way to the end in this one.
Into the box now, Garrett Stubbs. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Adames scoops it up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. And they remain well behind. Roberto Ozuna enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
He's set, and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Here it comes.
I got the count 1 and 2.
In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Ji-Man Choi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Manuel Margot, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Ready with the 0-1. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
One out and a runner on second base. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A full count to the Rays center fielder. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Springer to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Man, that's got to be a base running mistake right there. But taking a look at it, I guess in his defense, he had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught. By the time he saw it get down, the ball was already on its way back to the infield.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Second and third here, 1 man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Line to the right side. Reddick is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
Number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Striding in once again, Willie Adames. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That's wide. 2-0. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Lays off, and it's 3-0. Hunter Renfroe would be next. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter.
Now in the box, Hunter Renfroe. He went deep back in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Striding in for Houston, Miles Straw, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's outside.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now here it comes. Yanked fouled off to the right. The 0-2 home. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now. Astros are down to their final out now, and that brings in George Springer. First pitch of the at-bat. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Again, another foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Count is 1-2 now. Last strike now for Houston. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes, and he'll put this one away, and with that the ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
16-2 the final tally today. Tampa Bay mounted an impressive offensive display, crossing the plate 16 times. Charlie Morton wins his 3rd of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Josh James was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes.